Hi, welcome here again. So today we are going to be looking at 15 shocking facts, figures, and truths about Nigerian businesses. Like 15 shocking facts, figures, and truths about Nigerian businesses. I'm sure some of these things are actually going to come as a surprise to most of you because you'll be like, so this is how this actually exists in Nigerian business landscape. Okay, so without wasting your time, let's go straight into it. So the first one is high entrepreneurship rates. Nigeria boasts one of the world highest entrepreneurship rates, with over 37% of adults actively involved in starting or running a business, often out of necessity. You see, the Nigerian situation has put a lot of young adults into a situation where everybody is now becoming a CEO because everybody wants to make money. Everybody wants to make money. And even the people that are employing themselves, they are not doing Nigerian youths well enough. So 30% of adults now in this country, they are business owners. So that's number one. Number two, informal sector dominance. The informal sector in Nigeria accounts for 65% of Nigerian GDP. Just imagine. Imagine the informal sector in Nigeria accounts for 65% of the total GDP of the country. And this particular sector employ over 80% of the workforce. And the funniest thing is most of these businesses are not registered at all. They are not registered. In spite contributing 65% to the Nigerian GDP and also employing 80% of the workforce, they are not registered at all. So the third one, power cost. Businesses in Nigeria spend an estimate of 5 trillion naira annually on self-generated electricity due to unstable power supply. And this actually impacts profit margin a whole lot. So that means if you want to start a business in Nigeria, just know that you have to be your own source of power supply and budget for that one very well. So let's move on to the fourth one, internet penetration. With over 160 million internet subscribers, digital platforms like WhatsApp, Instagram are essential business tools driving informal e-commerce. So in Nigeria business landscape as of today, you can't do without having an Instagram page. You can't even do without having a WhatsApp page. I think the CEO of Wakana was talking about how they were able to make sales. I think was it last year or last 2 years, and he said what they made from WhatsApp alone amount for a substantial amount of what the whole company generated that year. And it's got people these are the people just being able to talk to you as a business owner easily. They don't want to go through stress and all sorts. They just want to say hi on WhatsApp, I want to buy this, and they're able to get it easily without stress and all sorts like that. So if you're a business owner and you are not embracing the use of WhatsApp and Instagram, you are already you're almost late to the party. So you need to work on that area for your business. So the fifth one, access to credit. Imagine only about 5% of Nigeria SMEs have access to formal bank credit, pushing many of them to rely on personal savings or informal lenders. What is it just trying to tell you is that banks will not give you money if you are just starting out. They will not give you money. They would rather give the money to those big boys that are already established and all sorts. But if you are just starting out, just forget about getting money from the bank. So the number six part, startup survival. Approximately 60% of Nigerian startups fail within their first 3 years. Just imagine 60% of Nigerian startups fail within the first 3 years. And this is actually due to lack of funding, market access, and operational challenges. So it means that if you are just imagine a whole 60% Nigerian startup failing just within 3 years. Imagine if they're able to scale through. Imagine what Nigeria would have looked like by now. And these are due to challenges that, sometimes beyond their control. Like the funding is not there for them to like market their products and run operational expenses. And also, some of them are not able to even have the market share at all. And the other one is operational challenges due to one or two things. They might not like be able to like function optimally as expected of them. So the seventh one is the skill gap. Japa. So 70% of the Nigeria employers report difficulty in finding employees with the right skills impacting their productivity. You see, this particular one, I think, I don't know how to even address it, because most business owners are always complaining that we are looking for talent, we can't find talent. And the people that are talented, people who have these skills, they're also always complaining. We are looking for businesses that will employ us, give us the right environment to thrive, pay us well, and treat us like human, but we can't find them. So only God knows where the missing gap is. Employers are looking for people to employ. People to employ too are also looking for who is going to employ them. So this, I just think this is just going to linger for a long period of time until we have a well-structured labor law in Nigeria, whereby companies pay well, and also people that come on board to are well equipped to actually deliver on their duties. So the number 8 one, digital payment boom. Nigeria is Africa's largest digital payment bank, with a transaction volume exceeding 500 billion USD dollar annually. Just imagine. So that it means that in a year in Nigeria, the amount of transaction that is being done digitally is estimated at 500 billion US dollars. Man, fintech is huge, like so huge. So if you are looking at for a sector in which you can actually like venture into, you can consider fintech, but make sure you are well sophisticated, because the regulation there is not, I mean, the regulators there don't joke at all. They don't joke at all. And you have to be you have to have the financial war chest for you to even like kick off your business in this particular sector. So the number 9th one, family business dominance. Over 90% of Nigerian businesses are family owned. But a very few of them survive beyond second generation due to succession issues. You see, these points have been something that I've read about over and over again, because you see most Nigeria business owners, you see that when they die, most of them, their business also die with them. And those that are, maybe their children are not able to like operate the business or scale the business just like their father or their parents were able to like do. But that still doesn't even stop the fact that most of the businesses in Nigeria are actually like run with a kind of a family oriented or family business kind of mindset. So number 10, impact of area boys. So the informal levies by local touts, which are known as area boys, can have like 5 to 10% of operating costs for small businesses in urban areas. I think this is actually for like people in real estate and even people that do normal delivery store, because every now and then you get to like see all these card bill coming to you, pay for this, pay for that, and probably maybe a journey that should have cost you maybe 1,000 naira. By the time you calculate all the amount you use to sort ABC, you have to have like maybe extra 300 naira to it, and you have to pass the cost again to the consumer. So number 11, logistics challenges. So moving goods across Nigeria is costly, with logistics often consuming 20 to 30% of the product cost, double that of developed economies or developed countries. So just imagine in Nigeria, like what we pay on for logistics, like is almost 20 to 30% of the product cost. So that means if I'm a manufacturer and I'm manufacturing an item, and the cost of manufacturing the item is around like 100 naira, that means the cost that I have to spend on logistics of even either getting the raw material or distributing the item down to the end consumer is going to be more like around 30 naira to 20 naira. Like, just imagine. Just imagine. Number 12, brain drain impacts, the Japa syndrome. So the emigration of skilled young professionals creates a talent vacuum, particularly in tech and healthcare space. You see, a lot of people are leaving the country these days, and it's not even something that is going to slow down soon, because people don't have come to observe that they are not doing well in this country, they are not being paid well for what they can offer, and all sorts, and people are leaving. And as a result of this, it's actually having effects on the businesses, because I mean, when you have someone who is your talented and the person leaves, you have to employ someone, and the person you are employing, you have to like take a year or two for he or she to be able to like deliver the same result at the same level with that particular person that's left, and is good or bad, is going to impact your business. So the next one, which is the number 13, is currency instability. So fluctuations in naira rate against the dollar mean that import-dependent businesses face constant pricing challenges and uncertainty, like especially in the real estate space in Nigeria. If you observe, you see that recently a lot of real estate CEOs have been called out for not completing their projects and all sorts. And these are a result of the fact that when most of them actually like started the projects, maybe an iron rod was around 1,500 naira, but now an iron rod is almost like around 6,000 to 7,000. The customers are not ready to pay more. The CEOs themselves, there's no way they can get money to augment it. So like the currency instability has actually like caused a lot. Like it has caused a lot. Even if you want to buy a clothes now, a clothes you used to buy for like maybe 10K last year, this year now is almost like 20K. Why? Because they tell you that the dollar is up and all sorts, and they have to pay import tax, import duties, import levies, and all sorts. So, and it's not their fault. So they have to like do what? They have to increase the price, and as the end consumer, you have to like be one of the people that is actually going to pay for this. So barter economy, this actually surprised me. Like it's shocking that in some rural areas and even in some urban markets in Nigeria, elements of barter systems still exist even in 2025, facilitating transactions without cash. So that means in some part of Nigeria and even urban areas, there are still places whereby transactions are being done even without cash. The last but not least, the unbreakable spirit. So, despite all these formidable obstacles, Nigerian entrepreneurs are still renowned for their incredible resilience, adaptability, and unwavering optimism. And that is the spirit of Niger. With everything that is that is happening in the country, you still have like Nigerian CEOs. You still have a lot of CEOs coming up every year. Still have a lot of people coming up every year with new business ideas and all sorts. Because we all believe that okay, things can actually work out as far as this country is concerned, kind of. So this fact paints a vivid picture of the Nigerian business landscape. It's challenging, yes, but even at that, it's also brimming with opportunities for those who are resilient. So thank you for listening. Thank you for joining. And I believe you must have like get to hear one or two that you found so this actually existing. This is actually in play in the Nigeria business sector of today. So once again, the topic is 15 shocking facts and figures and truths about the Nigerian businesses, and also the business landscape in Nigeria. So I believe you've been able to learn one or two, and also you've been able to like actually get one or two insights that can actually like help you navigate your business journey as well, and also probably open you up to areas where you can actually like find areas where you can actually like come up with solutions to solve and also make something substantial for yourself as an aspiring entrepreneur or an established one. On this note, I say thank you for joining this, for watching this, and also watch out for the next episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe and also share this with your loved ones. Thank you.